everyone, it's Jessica Wilkinson, your Young Adult Services Librarian. And for this week's Teen Book Talk, I'm going to be talking about some of the books we have based on voices. So let's get started. The first one is Love and Other Foreign Words by Erin McKeown. 16-year-old Josie lives her life in translation. She speaks high school, college, friends, boyfriends, breakups, and even the language of beautiful girls. But none of these is her native tongue. The only people who speak that are her best friend Stu and her sister Kate. So when Kate gets engaged to an epically insufferable guy, how can Josie see it as anything but the mistake of a lifetime? Kate is determined to bend Josie to her will for the wedding. Josie is determined to break Kate and her fiancé up. As battles are waged over secrets and semantics, Josie is forced to examine her feelings for the boyfriend who says he loves her, the sister she loves but doesn't always like, and the best friend who hasn't said a word, at least not in a language Josie understands. The next book is Skinny by Donna Cooner. Hopeless, freak, elephant, pitiful. These are the words of Skinny, the vicious voice that lives inside 15-year-old Ever Davies' head. Skinny tells Ever all the dark thoughts her classmates have about her. Ever knows she weighs over 300 pounds, knows she'll probably never be loved, and Skinny makes sure she never forgets it. But there is another voice, Ever's singing voice, which is beautiful but has been silenced by Skinny, partly in the hopes of trying out for the high school musical, and partly to try and save her own life. Ever decides to undergo a risky surgery that may help her lose weight and start over. With the support of her best friend, Ever begins the uphill battle toward change. But demons, she finds, are not so easy to shake. Not even as she sheds pounds, because Skinny is still around, and Ever will have to confront that voice before she can truly find her own. The last book I'm going to talk about today is The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. A young girl in Harlem discovers slam poetry as a way to understand her mother's religion and her own relationship to the world. Debut novel of renowned slam poet Elizabeth Acevedo. Xiomara Batista feels unheard and unable to hide in her Harlem neighborhood. Ever since her body grew into curves, she has learned to let her fists and her fierceness do the talking. But Xiomara has plenty she wants to say, and she pours all her frustration and passion onto the pages of a leather notebook, reciting the words to herself like prayers, especially after she catches feelings for a boy in her bio class named Amon, who her family can never know about. With Mommy's determination to force her daughter to obey the laws of the church, Xiomara understands that her thoughts are best kept to herself. So when she is invited to join her school's slam poetry club, she doesn't know how she could ever attend without her mommy finding out, much less speak her words out loud. But still, she can't stop thinking about performing her poems. Because in the face of a world that may not want to hear, Xiomara refuses to be silent. These are just some of the great books that we have in the teen space, so be sure to come on in and check them out. Thank you guys.